Hello everyone and welcome back to Avorion, where off camera I did a tiny bit of shaping on the HMSS Midnight. As you can see, I've kind of rounded off some of the edges and it actually makes a fair old bit of difference in my opinion. I've also added a little bit of light at the top, then moved the chain gun turret up onto the top so it can shoot all around us. Additionally, I've added some solar panels onto the cargo bays. Now, we are still, unfortunately, in our starting sector, and it's high time that we left this starting sector. I'm going to move over here, though, see what's going on. I also want to visit an equipment seller. We've got two equipment sellers. One is probably a merchant, I'm going to guess. We could sell some of the large amount of iron that we've got to the resource dock. I've also added more thrusters. As you can see, they're much thinner profile thrusters on quite a lot of the edges on Midnight at this point. Let's make sure that my gun turret is actually set to automated. There we go. And we'll just zoom around. I'm not sure what you are. Are you a merchant by any chance? You are actually a raider. You're two raiders. Now, around most of the edges that I've added and extra blocks, I've got very, very thin line of armor over quite a lot of Midnight at this point. So Midnight's not doing too terribly badly. Let's see, how close to death are you? You're very close, so we'll just let Midnight finish you off, honestly. There we go, our relations have improved with the home faction in this area. And maybe, just maybe, there'll be a little bit for us to pick up around here. Let's make sure that Midnight is facing the enemy. Is there a way that I can cause Midnight to roll? I'm not actually sure. I would have imagined it would... Oh, there we are. There we are. So it's Z and X, I take it. I would have imagined it should have been Q and E. So usually those are the places that I would think to put a roll. But okay. Now they had some titanium on them by the seams of it. That's quite nice. I don't yet have a salvaging laser, and honestly that's one of the things that I would like to pick up. I do, however, have some new items that we picked up in the last episode. Now, as I mentioned, excuse me, a bit of a frog in my throat, I can repair just by going here. It's costly though. It's better to just go to a dock and repair. But let's have a look. What have we picked up? We have got a triple chain turret. Now, problem with this is the triple chain turret does not have independent targeting. This one does. If you look down at the bottom, independent targeting but deals less damage. That allows us to turn it on to working by itself. Do a little bit less damage when it does, but, you know, it's not too terribly bad. This one, though, does a great deal more damage. 8.6 versus 1.5. Am I being shot at right now? I shouldn't be. No. They are just some of that the people here do not like. They are hemorrhaging cargo too. It's a salesman. I'm not going to get involved with that. I already feel enough of a scallywag for what we did earlier. But we are going to take off this little turret, which means that we lose the automated quality, which is just as well that I got a chance to show that off. But there we are. Look at that. That is actually quite an impressive little weapon there. That should be able to dish out quite a lot more damage. Right, so that's one of the things that we did. Now, if we come out of there and have a look, do we have any systems? Have we picked up any systems? No, we've only got one system slot because the HMSS Midnight is actually a fairly small vessel. Okay, so we've got that set up. That'll be on control group 1. That's fine. Right, now then, where do we want to go? Let's zoom out a little bit. We want to go... Ooh, that looks like something I can pick up from the recent fighting. Let's just go and nab this. It looks like... a systems upgrade card. Perfect. Absolutely wondrous. That is exactly what we had hoped to find. Now, before we go and chat with the... Oh, how far away are you? You're 36 kilometers. Really? That is, frankly, quite far. Quite far, indeed. You know what, then? What are you? Let's see if I can't select you. Mobile equipment merchant. You're reasonably close. Let's go and see what you have to sell. But first, let's see what we just picked up. We have got... oh, it's just a generator upgrade. Okay, we'll have that for now, for lack of anything better to use it on. So we are producing 31% more energy right now, which is quite nice. What be you? You're a brewery. Don't really care for you. Let's slow down now. My brakes are still a little bit bad, but they're a lot better than they used to be. In fact, if I bring up our stats, you can have a quick look at that. Our brake thrust is now 9.8 meters per second. My thrust is 45.1 meters a second. We've got some reasonable, like our roll, we can roll really well, but pitch and yaw, not so great. And a lot of that comes down to the fact that our ship is so small. With a longer ship or a wider ship, the forces of thrusters at the edges is much more impressive. Let's just make sure that we don't have any issues here. So let's interact. Greetings, you're talking to the automated interaction system of the mobile equipment merchant Equipieb. Anything interesting around here? There are traveling merchants who sell all sorts of things. You should keep an eye on them. They will jump to the next sector after a while if they don't find anybody to trade with. Some of them have really exotic wares. I even met some who had Zostan artifacts for sale. Ooh, that sounds good. The Zostan are the aliens that I mentioned previously. Where's your home sector? NCO Syndicate Prime at 223378. Okay, well, we've now got a home sector added to our map. And finally, let's see what you have to sell. I could sell a few things. I could sell the double chain guns if I really wanted to, but I'm not interested in doing that just yet. We have got energy shield converter, object detector. That is a super common one there. That is super mega common. Detects claimable asteroids, displays a notification when interesting items are detected. Detects claimable asteroids and wreckages, displays a notification when interesting items are detected. Detection range is the whole sector. We've got turret control systems. Allows all turrets +1. That would actually be pretty cool in a way, because it would allow us to add a second military turret or a third mining turret. Basic trading system displays prices of goods. View trading offers of all stations of the sector. Shield booster, battery upgrade. Velocity security control bypass, which is exceedingly expensive. And then things like this, view trading offers of all stations of the sector, display trade routes in the current sector. Let's see, well, we can't afford much at all. We could afford the turret system upgrade or the object scanner. Now, there are hidden objects in this game, like supply stashes, and also it mentioned claimable asteroids, which you can claim and then sell to someone else so they can build a mine, or if you've got ridiculous money, build your own mine there. So that's actually a useful one. I am fairly tempted, in fact, tempted so much that I shall, in fact, buy it. And by trading with them at all, we have improved our relations with them. Let's go ahead and swap that out. Later on, when we've increased the size of Midna, we will be able to get some more system upgrades. It's basically tied to the volume of your ship overall. Currently, our volume is 40.16 kilometers cubed. And how much did we need for that? 0.13 million meters cubed. Okay, well, it would be lovely if you'd list them both in the same unit of measure, but that's fine. Right, we do still have a little bit of damage, though. Now, do people not fix things? Engineers, maintain and run all technical blocks on your ship. One professional mechanic. Mechanics repair your ship, cannot rebuild destroyed blocks. Okay, well, I clearly need some more people then. We could go to a station. More or less any station will do. Let's head over to the shipyard, though. Seems like the most obvious place to go. And once we've done that, we're going to be heading out of this system. We'll just repair over here at the shipyard. And then we will go on to... Ooh, we are approaching rather rapidly. That boost is still way too powerful. And slow us down, shall we? There we go. That's a bit better. There we are. Perfect. Actually, we can dock with this equipment dock. That'll be easy enough. Look at the size of that. Is that a gun? Or is that just something that's built on the side? Oh, thank goodness. I thought there was a gun. I was like, what the dickens is that? That thing would be able to shoot my ship. Literally. Just my ship. Could load it into the gun and shoot it out. Please stop. Ah, I'm so bad at braking. I really need to fix those thrusters. Well, my plan with this ship right now is to add in... is to continue building it up a little bit. Eventually, I will get a whole new ship. But for now, I'm quite like the Midna. So we will, in a sense, just continue building a bigger ship on the back of it. And we'll, every time we upgrade the Midna, until I build an entirely new vessel, we'll just add bits onto it in such a way that, like, the rest of the ship might be over here, this huge ship with Midna just kind of tucked in under the chin or something. All right, let's see what you got in here. Electronic bulletin board. No bulletins available, so we have no particular quest at the moment. We can hire crew, which is something I would like to do. Let's hire 3 new crew. There we go. Oh, are we... Oh, we're overpopulated. Really? That I'm a little bit surprised by. Okay. I would like to assign 2 of the crew to engineers. Not sure that's really going to help us too much. And the other crew, you know what? I could auto assign them all over the place. Let's assign... we've got more than enough there. We'll assign an extra one here. And sure, we'll actually have that one there, but we've got a little bit too many. We need a sergeant, apparently. Am I bumping into things? No, I'm not the one bumping into things. A small group of alien ships appear. Well, drat. Can I sell crew? Can I sell crew? No. No, I cannot. So I'm going to have to build a new piece of crew quarters for them. That's frustrating. Okay, well, let's go ahead and buy sell upgrades. I do not need the generator upgrade anymore. That can go. It didn't bring us too much. I mean, a reasonable amount, I suppose. A scanner upgrade would increase the system scanner. A mining system upgrade highlights nearby asteroids. Ooh. This will highlight asteroids all the way up to Naonite, whereas this one will only highlight them up to titanium. That is interesting. All turrets +1. No particularly great turret systems there. This one, yes. Armed turrets +3, but, you know, we're not going for that one. However, there were, I believe, buy-sell turrets. Quad bolt turret. Wow. It does overheat. Chain gun turret. Iron salvaging turret. I wouldn't mind getting that, but it can only salvage iron. Double iron salvaging turret for 7,000 day. That is not a bad one. Damage per second is only 11, whereas this one's 26.7, and it's got an efficiency of 21. This one's got an efficiency of 16. That was the better one simply because of the efficiency, really. I would not mind having it. Well, we'll get this, and I can show off the salvaging next time we see something worth salvaging. I mean, there are some wrecks around still. And it looks like they're actually fighting the aliens. Alright, we'll head over here. I'm not going to get involved in this fight directly, but I'll see what happens, because there's probably going to be a lot of wreckage over here. And in fact, ahead of that, let's be nice to the people who are living on our ship. We'll build them a little bit more of a crew quarters. This one, you're not as important as the crew up top. You don't get fancy views. You have to live down here, and you can look at the storage crates. Be thankful that I'm giving you any crew quarters at all, you ungrateful wretches. And we just received a distress signal from an unknown source. So let's have a quick look on our map and see what's going on. We've got 2 unknown sources around here. Let's have a look. Does it actually have any notes for me? Enter coordinates manually. I can't jump that far, so it's not going to happen. However, this one I can possibly get to. There's no interesting signatures around me right now, so we probably want to go towards the south, taking this. Is this the one for us? No, that is the east gate. Well, where is the south gate then? That would probably be this one. If I can at all select it. That's the west southwest. So no, that is not the gate we want. We want more of an east gate, honestly. There we are, the south gate to Unyielding Paradise 6. What an interesting sounding name. Now, in total, we have picked up a good couple of cards, including a rare velocity security control bypass card. Now, this is funny to use, because when you use it, you move very, very fast. It's not a boost, you simply move very, very fast. Additionally, we also picked up, well, I need to go into building mode for this one. We also picked up a new mining turret that is quite a lot more efficient than the mining turret we currently have. It is an iron mining turret, but then the ones that we've got at the moment are as well. We'll need 2 miners to run it, but it has a plus 60% range. This one has plus 16% efficiency. I'm not sure if that is calculated on the stat as they are right now. That is their efficiency 24.8. This one, though, still has more efficiency, so it doesn't... Well, it does matter. If they're not calculated, then the efficiency on the other mining turrets is significantly higher. But we'll test this one out for now. So we're going to get rid of that mining turret. We're going to upgrade it just slightly to this one instead. And I'll pop that in right about there. There we go. Okay, now... It looks like there's some more fighting going on. And you can, honestly, if you really want to, just spend your time waiting for other people to die and fight, and then just go in and nab their stuff. But we're going to be moving on at this point. And we're going to be moving on with even more speed that I can't handle. So, one way to find out how fast you're moving, move your cursor over your ship, press middle mouse button, then you can see your own speed. We are moving very fast. We're very much over our top speed. We're currently we're approaching 700 meters a second, approaching 800 meters a second. Bearing in mind that our stated maximum velocity, oh, actually, it has updated based on that. Yeah, it's very, 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 very high. We can just keep going. It's fine. It's fine. We've bypassed the security controls on velocity chip. So, ooh, what are you? You are a... might be something I need to deal with. And is that a gate leading there as well? They don't like me. They really don't. This is a merchant. We could fight it, or we could just avoid it. Now, I would like to get over yonder. And, alright, we are going to want to try and get to the east-southeast gate, I'm going to guess. Or a southeast gate. There we are, east-southeast, that's the one we want. And Yielding Paradise 4. We're going to try and investigate one of those distress signals. Not that we're a particularly fighty ship, so odds are we're going to die on the way. Before we get there, though, well, actually, no, we're going to get there very quickly. Especially with that particular bonus to our speed. Yeah, we're going to get there super fast. We will never slow down. Except when we enter a new sector, we do slow down. So that's why I'm being a little bit more silly with that. Okay, so this area, they're just mostly okay with me. They're good relations with me. That's actually nice. Okay, well, how close are we? There we are. We're getting reasonably close at this point. We can start jumping and try and get there ourselves. So I'm going to enter in the coordinates of this point so I can jump and then jump again, and we'll hopefully be able to get there and help them out. But before we go, we absolutely need to add in a couple of new features, and those features are going to be titanium blocks. We can add in a generator if we really wanted to. We don't. But the titanium integrity field generator is going to be very, very important. Creates a protective field for blocks. Blocks in the field have a very high durability. We don't want to break Midna. That would be very, very bad. So let's go ahead, block middle, and then we're going to expand this out about there. It's going to slow us down a bit, but hopefully, you know, I'm going to stick it here because then my crew quarters are safe. You can't say I never give you anything. Secondary class crew. I also want to scale it down a little bit so it's not quite sticking out there. Now, if we pop that down there, what does it cover? It covers most of the ship, actually, except for the really important crew. We're going to want a second one then, unfortunately. And that is gonna be a problem. Let's get rid of you. Then we'll actually match the shape of this block. There we go. And shrink that back a little bit. Bomb. Still, some of our thrusters aren't covered. Not ideal. Let's get rid of you. Add this on there. There we go. For the most part, our entire ship is now covered with protection. Not entirely satisfied with this little area back here. In fact, I'm going to have to do a little bit more shaping, so I'm going to do that off camera as usual. And I'll bring you back when we're ready to proceed. And welcome back. Okay, so I've gone ahead and I've done a little bit of shaping, added some armor and slopes just to make things look like they belong where they are, and generally just to round off the shape in some places. But I've also made some functional adjustments. Now, the first one is the thrusters. You'll notice that some of them are a lot more... well, they look like they're burning in a much cleaner way. These are now titanium thrusters. Engines, and I've also added 2 thrusters there and there, and all these thrusters have been upgraded to titanium thrusters, so it's actually helped us out a little bit. If we have a look at our ship stats, we've now got a brake thrust of 22.9 meters per second, which is actually fairly reasonable, and our forward thrust is 43 meters per second. Currently our max velocity is just stupid fast because of the stuff that we've got attached. However, there are a few things that I wouldn't mind adjusting. Ooh, what's happening over there? Now, they are very happy with us, except that they're the ones on the receiving end this time. They've wandered into the wrong place. Wow. We are just wandering between 2 warring factions, I see. Right. I want to reposition some of my guns for what I hope will be an obvious reason. Currently, if we're not mining, no point in having a miner, even a good mining weapon. And I would like the salvaging weapon underneath. The very powerful but not auto-targeting cannon would work better somewhere else. Now, the way that I have reasoned this, the double salvager, that can go on the bottom, right about here, would be fine. And we would like the triple chain gun turret, which cannot auto-target. That should be on the front of the ship, because ultimately it needs to... it's going to be pointing where I'm looking, basically, and I can't look behind myself, at least not conveniently. So it doesn't make sense for that to be on the top spot, which is a much more convenient place for an auto-firing turret. Now, we should be able to have one either armed or unarmed, and for the time being, I'm actually going to stick a double chain gun on top. This can now take the top spot. Oh, I could have 2. That would be rather marvelous, but we'll just go for the 1. There we go. Now that one is going to be set up to auto-target. This one will be on number 2, number 1, and the salvager will be on 3. Not that it will matter a whole lot, because the salvager is going to auto-target. Top chain gun is going to auto-target, and the first one is going to just, do its best. There we go. Perfect. Now, I'm hoping my salvager will actually engage. Will you? Yes? Or do I need to do this myself? Let's just switch to that one only. A little bit closer, maybe? Because I can see there's nice looking bits on this. Oh, wait, no. Even though I can see the thrusters, there's nothing there for us to break apart. Oh, but there are pirates. Now, unfortunately, I did have to save the game and go deal with something before we could go and investigate that distress signal. And it doesn't appear that they're preserved. They are no longer there. This, by the way, is a mining asteroid. It produces aluminium. We'll be able to buy aluminium there if we wanted to, naturally. These are the sort of things we can set up ourselves. Now, let's go and have a quick gander at you. You're a reasonable distance out there, but you are going down fairly quick, and if we can get in close enough, I will engage. How far is our main gun? What's the range on it? Fire range 4 kilometers. Very well. Oh, there's all of that. Wreckage. Very well. We're going to try and join in here if we can. Let's just get a little bit closer. Let's cut the thrust, because otherwise we're just going to go straight into the front of it. Oh, there we go. Our secondary cannon is online, and our main cannon is now online as well. There we are. Lovely. We can split up our damage a little bit. Though we've got to be aware of the overheating on this one. Let's join in. Let's try and focus fire 1 down. Sensors have picked up a short burst of subspace signals. Oh, okay. I'll check that out. There we are. That one's down by the looks of it. No, it's still up. Let's get in there. Doing a fairly good chunk of damage here. And there we go. And we'll take you out as well. The sound of those guns that are being fired towards us is just amazing. It sounds significantly more powerful. Right, our relationship has improved. Fantastic. And also there's something here to salvage. It's only iron there, though. Anything over there? Only iron. Anything over there? Only iron. Don't really care. I mean, you can salvage what you can, but mostly I was here to see if they dropped any cards and upgrade systems, frankly. Okay, well, let's have a quick look. What was that burst? Is there something being written there? I don't think so, but there's a lot of stuff that we can investigate at this point. Yeah, we can make our way over there. It might be a little bit faster if we go up through the chain of systems, though. So we want to go back along the way we came, actually. Let's check you out. You're the south gate. We do not want that. Where is the other gate? You are the northwest gate. Okay. Well, it shouldn't take us too long to get there, and I'll bring you back once we have navigated the gate network, or if something happens on the way there. More strange subspace signals. They're getting stronger, apparently. Unfortunately, I've lost a gate, and I have no idea where I need to go. I can see 2 gates here, 1 gate over there, but there should be 4 from this system. 1, 2, 3, 4. The one where I want to be is not here. You know what? I'm going to go and chat with these people, since they seem to be of the right race. They may be able to tell me. They may be heading home, but I don't see their gate. This worries me. Has their gate blown up? Can the gates blow up? That would be rather awesome. Can we actually break the gates? My goodness. Hello. Right. How can I help you? Anything of interest? There are traveling merchants with all sorts of things. You should keep an eye on them. Okay, I will. Thank you. I was hoping that you were actually headed towards the gate that I needed. Give me your cargo. Where's your home sector? Yeah, okay. Oh, that's actually been added. Okay, well that's fine by me. Ooh, what's all that? Small alien ships. We could go fight them, but I'm not really in that mood. Damn. Okay, well, it looks like we can't jump back there for some reason. It seems the gate may have been blown up. Wow. The only place that we've got... Well, we could go through that dangerous gate. It does look quite dangerous, though. You know what? We're going to for science this gate. We might have to run straight back through it. Who knows? But we're going to find out what's on the other side of this one. Hopefully it doesn't kill us. That would be unfortunate, I will confess. And ooh, let's make sure that we don't slam into that pylon structure. Oh, that was close. That was a lot closer than I would have liked. Okay, now we are at war with these people, apparently. They do not like us because we, you know, broke their stuff. Yeah, that was unfortunate. Yeah, they super don't like us. Are any of these gates to places that aren't super hostile? There's this one. Southeast. Okay. Given the choices, I accept. Let's get over there quickly. Gate to Avorion Flame 2. Very well. It shouldn't be too hard for us to reach without them being able to stop us. We are extremely fast. There we are, and pop. Right. I have no sector selected. I paid 87 credits passage free. Well, drat. Okay, well, there's a couple of things in here. What have we got in this area? We've got... looks like just a regular trader, honestly. Yeah, trading post. Any other such things? We've got another gate there that leads into their areas once again. And we got that little gate all the way down there that leads to one of these unknown signatures. I mean, maybe we should actually go back through there and try and jump up, because we might connect and be able to get over there. You know what? That's what I'm going to try and do. I'm just going to be system hopping for now, unless a pirate fight comes up, in which case I'll bring you back for that. But for the time being, we're going on an adventure that you're not going to be privy to, because it's probably going to be boring. Me just running away from bad people. Not that they were really the ones that attacked the civilian ship, but details. Ooh, what on earth is that? We have discovered a very long-range gate. I believe that is a wormhole. Which I'm not actually adverse to going through, you know. Okay, let's do it. We'll go to somewhere very, very distant in the galaxy, but that might be quite cool. Look, that planet looks nice. Looks like a very densely populated world to have lights like that. Ah! Stop shooting me, you scallywags! Can you not see I'm trying to go through a wormhole? What if one of your shots misses and goes through the wormhole by itself? It might travel for eons, then slam into some planet, killing untold numbers of innocent people. Such scoundrels they are. Okay, well, let's go ahead and repair whatever they just broke. Donk. Oh, you were damaged recently. You have to wait 15 seconds to repair. Well, that makes sense. Otherwise, you could just roam around with... Oh, that's... Honestly, that's a little bit unfortunate. We don't seem to have any gates over here. I mean, that's not necessarily a terrible thing. Okay, what's happening? I'm very weak compared to the ships here. Well, yeah, duh. Alright, well, this is a wormhole. That's all well and good. Time for us to jump. Okay. A lava planet. Okay, we found a gate network. And we've also found a biotope station. Alright. A biotope? No idea what that is, but let's go and have a check. Can we begin? Why are we not moving? There we go. Oh, wow. Okay, they've just dropped in. This sector is under attack by another faction. Really? Oh, are they here to attack it? Oh. And we just paid our crew. We are now very, very poor. We need more gunners. Drat. I can assign one there. Let's unassign you and then assign 2 gunners there. Oh, we need a sergeant. Well, let's unassign one there and assign you there. There we go. We actually need engineers at this point. We should have everything we need in terms of our crew assignments. In fact, we should have had that to begin with. Ooh. Naonite. I have no idea how to pronounce that, but that looks like a metal that we would very much like to have. That is this titanium? Probably. Oh, I like it. I am pleased to be here. Let's just tuck in. We may end up with the right resources to actually build a shield, and I would be super happy with that. There we go. Hired a crew member. Then I would like to sell you some of my stuff if I can. I can't sell any of the... Alright, you flat out only take these items, actually, like goods. Okay, well, we're gonna need to find a way of doing that then. Now we've got a sergeant, so that's good. So we can assign all of our crew at this point then. Okay, there's a proper faction war going on. That was fantastic. Seeing them all warp in like that was like watching the Galaxy Police drop in on Eve. Right, okay, so let's go ahead and whilst in the backdrop of all these ships basically blowing each other up, I think now that we've got an extra sergeant, it's time for us to do a little bit of mining. If we can mine, that is the question. Can we actually do the mining stuff? You can leave because I'm not under any immediate threat of attack. I want a good mining turret. This one will do. It's my best one, but it is manual. So again, you can go on the front. There we go. And you don't have any more of that turret. That's fine. That's fine. All I want is to be able to mine. We will attach this to option... Oh, I guess option 1 then. And at this point, you should both be on auto fire. If you get a chance to mine something or salvage something, then please do so. In the meanwhile, I shall begin trying to gather some of a new metal. I believe this will allow us to build shields. That is going to be so awesome. Second episode, already have shields. Though, that will necessitate a big difference in this. Am I actually mining anything? Can I even mine this? Or am I completely incapable of mining this based on the type of turret that I've got? Ah, oh, damn it. It looks like I can't. It looks like they won't allow you to just hop, skip, and jump past tech levels. Those cunning developers ruining my plan. Well, poop. On the plus side, though, there is a bunch of titanium around. So I'm going to mine a bunch of that, and then we're going to go and see if I can't get anything good from salvaging those fights, because they may drop some really nice items. And if they do, then we may still end up with a bit of an upgrade out of this. It's just not the awesome upgrade I was hoping for. That looks so awesome. They've got fighters out attacking these ships. They are mostly made of titanium, by the way. There is an awful lot of titanium here, but it takes me an age to get any of it. Okay, well, we're neutral tending towards hostile there, so let's not get involved in that one. Are they launching missiles, or are those fighters? I can't tell, and I'm being kind of crazy just floating around these giants having a battle like some sort of scavenger net. I don't particularly like what I'm doing right now, what I've been reduced to, but you know, when needs must. Okay, we might need to leave this place sooner rather than later. It's just being attacked by pirates, and since they will attack me if they get the chance, I don't really fancy sticking around. However, you are so close to death that I am going to do the stupid thing and stick here just long enough to see if I can't get something out of you. We'll continue harvesting that thing down there. You're almost dead. This is the last of the ships here. And if you zoom right out, you've actually got a pretty cool little tactical map. Makes things so much easier to see. Oh my goodness. Is it dead yet? Come on, hurry up. I need to get out of here. Thank you. Oh, really? Nothing? Did they pick up... Oh, those scallywags. They actually did. They picked up all of the good stuff. Well, I mean, I can't really call them scallywags. They did all the work. However, we did manage to pick up a couple of interesting systems. One in particular, another rare Quantum 3 hyperspace upgrade. Increases our jump range by +5. The cooldown is 100% longer, but that isn't actually that bad. The recharge energy is -18%, which is, frankly, pretty good. We've got one over here which increases the energy by 100%. So that one's an obvious one to sell. We're going to swap that over, though. There we go, and we are going to check how far out we can jump. That is fantastic. We don't even need to use the gate. However, with that in mind, I'm actually going to jump back to... Ooh, what's going on there? Your ship system is using up all of your energy. Your ship is using more energy than it can produce. Your life support doesn't have enough power. Your crew members may die. Your ship is very weak compared to other ships. Okay, that is not a go then. We're going to swap back to this for now. We can still make the jump, but yeah, that is not particularly great. How fast are you dying? You're actually dying fairly quickly. Firepower is 6.3 Omicron. What's my firepower? Let's see, is there anything in your firepower? 83.3 Omicron. Okay. Well, maybe this isn't actually get out time as much as I thought it was. Let's hop over here, see what you've got. Also, there's someone just over there that I can join with. Oh, we got a big old wallop of standing for that as well. But there's loads of components we can collect here. Turrets. Let's grab you. And there was another card over here. But there is also a merchant nearby. I wouldn't mind selling things, but we're going to head back. We can easily add in a generator that will allow us to make the jumps that we need to do. Where is that merchant? Has he jumped out? No, there we are. It's just the other side of me. Let's go. Oh, really? Are you shooting him? Please don't. I want to trade. Oh no, it's just the sparks off a wreck. No, you are shooting. Well, that's just annoying. You've got shields though. Wow, how swanky. Why am I shooting him? I'm not shooting him. It's just someone else was shooting at it from nearish by. I would super duper like to trade. Don't mind all the crazy stuff going on. I would like to buy that, only I can't. And I've drifted a little bit too far away, haven't I? Yeah, let's get a little bit closer. Before those shields give up, I need to trade some materials with you. So let's go ahead. Like to sell. Have I really? No, I do not. That's your stock. I'll go ahead and I'll sell most of this. Like 2,500 of it. Go ahead, I'll make that sale. That's... No, really? Damn it. Get closer. Damn you. Need to trade. I mean, we got a load of money for killing the pirates, so that's fine. There we go. Not bad. Made a little bit of stock there. Could we actually buy some of that? I mean, I would totally be okay with it. Yeah, I'll buy 1,000. There we go. We have now jump-started. Haha! Perfect. So I can just hang around here and wait for someone who sells stuff to show up. That is amazing. Either way, though, we are going to be jumping out. So let's go ahead and boop. There we are. Now then, we're going to have to upgrade our generator quite a lot. We are also going to have to... Well, for shields, we're going to need a massive generator, I imagine. So just as well, we got that done. Now, since we're in this little area, let's get closer to the... Can I even see how far away that is? I can't really. It's pretty far away. Okay, well, let's get a little bit closer. I would like to... there we are. We can sort of see what's through it at this point. I would like to rebuild my ship in the relative safety of this zone, and then we will jump through. So... let's have a quick peek. Now, I've not seen any of these materials. Oh, my lord. What have we got there? A double Naonite salvaging turret. Tech is 16. The nearest thing we've got is 6. Oh, that we used to have is 6. Double Chingan turret, tech 16. Alright, damage is 12.9. Range is 4.3. It has burst fire, overheats, plus 62% damage. That's better than the one we got, frankly. The salvaging turret, though. Independent targeting, good. That's very nice to see. Range is 0.75, but the damage is staggering on it. Okay. Well, I'm going to be quickly upgrading our ship. By a lot more than it should be, honestly. Let's get that in place. Nope, I can't do that. Oh wow, it's huge. Can I not add this? Oh, I've got to place it on a block made of it. Ah, that is actually quite interesting. Very interesting. But okay. Can we place this down? Block made of titanium or better. Very well, very well. I accept. So we're going to have to do a little bit of remodeling here just to even fit these things on, but I'm completely okay with that. We should be able to easily fit these in. So I'm going to go ahead and make the required adjustments, and I will bring you back in a few moments to see what I've done. And welcome back, everyone, to me just about to delete the ferret. And I have, however, made a prefab of it so that we can place it onto whatever we end up building. Boom, there we go. Ah, it hurts a little bit, and that's why I brought you back. I wanted to share the pain. Right, we are back in our main area, our starting area. We made the trek back because I needed somewhere where I could safely sell a fair amount of resources. We needed a bit of cash to be able to complete our upgrades. Now, of course, the biggest upgrade that we're going to be installing at the moment is going to be the upgrade of our power supply. You know what? We're also going to need... I think it's time that we actually got rid of this gantry section. We're not going to have that there. And in fact, we're probably not going to want the thrusters that I've built over here. And in fact, this will allow you to see how I build these areas up, actually. There's lots of little fiddly bits in place to try and create the impression that it's all one smooth surface. Now, there may well be better ways of doing that, and I'm sure I'll come across those in time, and I'll learn much more efficient methods of building. But for now, that was a quick and easy way of doing it. Now then, the reason why we need a lot of money is because, simply put, building anything in here is... Some things, I think, only have a small, like a very, very small cost in cash compared to the materials that you're being used. But for example, generators, they need a lot. So if I can quickly demonstrate for you. Now, you can build them out of multiple materials. And on the whole, it's probably more cost effective to do this. Like, for example, if we wanted to build out a massive generator like this, and that would cost us, let's say something about that big. So it's the whole length of our crew quarters. That would cost us 8,000 and cash and 700 titanium. It would give us 0.82 gigawatts of additional power. If we were to do that instead and built it with Naonite, let's grab the generator here. And, well, we'll have to just roughly guesstimate the size. Around that big. It costs us the same amount of power. Same amount of Naonite, more or less. Costs us a little bit more money, but would give us a decent amount more power. If we shrunk it down to, I think it was it 8.3 gigawatts? I can't recall. But it seems that it's just slightly more efficient to build it out of... Okay, so 7,800 and 650 titanium gives it 0.73 gigawatts. And I'll pay attention to the numbers this time. Sorry about being a bit of a derp there. So we want 7.3... Oh, we can't easily get it. There we go. So 7,400, a little bit cheaper, and a lot less materials used to get that power output. Thing is, we don't really care too much about titanium, but we do care a lot about getting an awful lot more power. Now, I'm not going to match the block anymore. I'm also going to put the step up to 5. Let's go ahead, shrink that in a little bit. I want to get about an extra... half a gigawatt is not too bad, I suppose. It's not too good either, though. Let's stretch this out. Not sure if it's better to have one big generator or multiple, but I think we can go with something like this. We'll pop that generator in. That gives us a chunk more. So that's our titanium generator, and I've left a bit of room so that we can armor it if we want to. Next thing. Now, I like the titanium thrusters, engines that we've got there. That's actually pretty cool. We could also pop down a titanium crew quarters, perhaps. Yeah, sure. Okay, let's do something like that. We'll shrink it again a fair old bit. Down a little bit. And back out slightly. Actually, if we expand it all the way, then I can join it up to that lip fairly easily. There we go. So we've got our titanium crew quarters at the bottom. That's given us a reasonable amount more crew living quarters. I don't store my crew. They're not they're not cargo, or at least not on paper. Let's see. What else do we want next? We've got the generator. That's pretty good. We could increase our storage, but I'm not too fussed on that. We're already down to only 19,000. We may need a lot more for what we're going to be building. Now, the shield generator has my attention. Creates a protective shield, covers an entire ship. Now, how does this affect things? If we were to build one the same size as our crew quarters, what would it do? Okay, we'll just pop one there. Does it not do anything down here? There we go. So it would give us 709 hit points of shield. It would actually give us a little bit of extra thrust and max velocity, but it would make it harder to turn. That doesn't surprise me too much, but it would take a whopping great amount of our Naonite for that. Not entirely certain that I like this. In fact, I wouldn't mind having the shield generator kind of underneath here. Underneath our crew quarters, perhaps. Or maybe even 2 of them on either side of my power generator. In fact, if we did that, we might have to adjust that a little bit in order to accommodate it, but I wouldn't necessarily be against that idea. The engine section is nice, but I think we need a lot more work there. A lot more work. Let's actually see how much this would generate if we had it roughly the same space as we've got down here. A reasonable amount of shields, actually. What if we then instead place that over here? I mean, it would be the same thing. You know what? I'm kind of liking that idea, frankly. If we pop that in there, does it cover the entire ship? It does cover the entire ship. That's actually quite nice. We could perhaps... see, it would be lovely if I could just replace this block with another shield generator. But what we could do instead is we could place the other... Oh, well, we've got nowhere near enough Naonite to make another one of that same size. So that's just going to have to be the core of our shielding for now until we can get more Naonite. And that's going to come a long time in the future. Now, the hyperspace core would be nice because that would give us a permanent boost. But, oh wow, that's expensive. Oh my lord, is that expensive. Does it actually help me at all? It would help me a tiny, tiny bit if I built it there. Alright, I suppose. Is there bad things nearby? Is that why my shield is active? No, we seem to be generally okay. But we can have a hyperspace core. Let's see if we can't fit it right underneath here. That might be a little bit nicer. And then shrink it down a bit. And yeah, sure, we could have it expanded out until we run out of Naonite for it. Or until it's perfectly fitted under there. I think that would actually be kind of cool. Oh, that shielding effect is rather glorious, I must confess. So we could have that just slotted in there. Let's just shrink it down a tad. Or... Can we affix it on there, maybe? No? Oh, wait. I'm linking it to the block middle, of course. I always forget I'm doing that. Don't know why. Can we get it in there? No? Grid step is a little bit too finicky. Let's just try and position ourselves perfectly in here. It's not really perfect, is it? Hmm. What we can do, there's actually a way you can use the mirror mode to help. Since if you're lining it up, it's when it's perfectly even on both sides. So we could put it in there, or shrink it down just a tad. Why is this so gigantic? All of a sudden. That seemed to work before, but... oh, wait, it's because it's trying to place two of them, even though it can't. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, mirror mode, you're no longer my favorite. Sorry, but you've lost your chance. We could try and lock it back to the block middle again, I guess. Does kind of irritate me a little bit, but I guess I'll live with it. There we go. We'll just pop that down. It'll give us an extra 1.1 sector reach. So there we go. Not great, but it'll do for now. Okay, so with that done, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add thrusters and probably a couple more engines and the like, and of course shape this vessel a little bit. I'll bring you back when that is done, and we will then see where we're off to next. Okay, there we go. I have finished the redesign of the HMSS Midna. As you can see, I have replaced quite a lot of the original design with a more, well, I'm thinking more combat capable vessel, honestly. You'll notice I have made a couple of hard points that I have dotted around the ship's exterior, places where I think a weapon system might be okay. The one at the bottom, probably not a powerful weapon system, might be a secondary one because the thrusters at the back will get in its way. But the one at the top will have full 360-degree coverage. It won't be able to aim down, of course. And the ones on the side, much the same issue. They will have a little bit of an issue there with the thrusters. I also added in a little new engine array. I like the way that the titanium and the iron thrusters, the colors play off each other. And we added in a lot more thrusters. And, of course, a fair bit more power generation, you may have noticed as well. We are now generating 1.16 gigawatts per second and consuming 0.39 gigawatts per second. We do need an extra mechanic. Let's have a quick gander. Can we spare anyone from anywhere else? I do not believe we can. Well, we can spare one from here, I guess. Let's get rid of you. These are our engineers. We want to assign you there to our mechanics for the time being, I would say. Right, now, in terms of where we're going to put the weapon systems, let's have a quick gander at what we have. We can now, well, actually, given that we've increased the size of Midna, we can now actually affix a new item on there. We could possibly see if the quantum hyperspace upgrade would work, or we could have radar upgrade, mining upgrade, all kinds of upgrades are now available to us. We could even have shield converters. Increases shield durability by 65% in exchange for minus 23% power generation. That actually might be useful now that we've got shields. Yes, so if we take that off for a second just to see how it goes, that'll give us, yeah, it'll actually produce a reasonable amount more power, though our generation is naff at this point. If we actually have a look at that over here, yeah, that has actually reduced our energy quite a lot, but it has massively increased our hull strength, or rather our shield strength, so we might stick with that one. What we got there? Empty armed turret slots? Maybe. If we had a turret upgrade, I may well attach that here, but possibly not. If we were to equip that, that has pretty much... Wow, the amount of energy we need to run that system is kind of disgusting, frankly. We'll pop that back on. Okay, well, we've got everything we came for. Now is time to simply add in the last little bit, and that will, of course, be the turret systems. So, let's see. What do we want to put on this? At the moment, we could have the salvage turret. We could equip that actually on the bottom slot. That would be fine. The chain gun turret, this one has to be facing forward. Actually, that one would be right on the bottom. This could go up on top, as it happens. Though that being said, I wouldn't mind having one of my other chain guns on there. We could have the double chain gun turret. Yeah, we'll pop that one up on top. So we'll have that one right by there, since it can aim all the way around. We will have to replace this particular component here with Naonite. So let's go ahead and do that. The hardpoints, being able to just quickly replace the hardpoints is super, super nice, actually. We'll grab this one, and that can go there. All I need to do is just adjust that, make sure it's the same scale. There we are. And there we go. Of course, want to keep them all painted the same color. There we are. Now we can affix the Naonite double salvaging turret in there. Oh, that turret is gigantic. Look at the difference in size between that one and that one. Oh, man. Right, and over to the front, we can still actually have the chain gun turret affixed over here without too much issue. We could have it there. We could even have it on here if we wanted to. Oh, we're locking it to the block middle. No, that's not what we want, unless we're dealing with the hard points. We could have it there if we wanted, or we could have it on the bridge of the nose. I'm thinking... Let's move the grid size all the way down so that we can more or less position it wherever we want to. That should be fine. No, apparently it will not be fine. I need to get it a little bit closer. There we go. I'm going to be right on the front there. Okay, so Midna's becoming a bit of a larger craft now. You'll notice, because I'm almost certainly going to have time-lapsed that, I spent about 40 minutes on it all told, and I know that people enjoy watching me build, but there's no way I could include that in an episode in the normal way, so it'll probably be a little bit of a time-lapse. But you'll notice I actually did put on quite a few embellishing blocks, and I thought it would be nice to include that, simply so that you can see how I achieve the effects that I achieved. Not that they're anything particular to be proud about, but I'm certainly getting better at the designing. And I'm actually getting to the point where I'm fairly comfortable with the build techniques used to get at least the bare minimum of shapeliness to the ships we make. Though I'm really liking the fact that we've got shields now. We're probably quite strong for this area that we're in all of a sudden. Though one thing to be aware of, that is not good. We are using a lot of power. Perhaps in the very near future, we will upgrade these engine sections here to have generators behind them, much like I did over here with the thruster section. So a large generator coated in armor with the engine section on the front. But for now, shall we perhaps get in there and see what we can do? There's a couple of small, the Zostan. Yeah, let's go and have a little bit of a fight with them. We're probably massively overpowerful for what we're really going to be fighting here. But let's set up you. You can be on your own, actually. You, however, I need to turn on, and actually, you can probably be on your own as well. Let's have a look down here. There we are, and number 1 is fine. I'm not sure. Will these both work independently? I'm not at all sure about that. How about I make them turret group 2 so that they're both in turret group 2. That way I can have them auto-target. Right, let's get in there and help our friend, shall we? Oh, I love the little trails from the little engines at the bottom and the top. Though the engines are a little bit bright, I feel. Perhaps what we should do is move our camera a little bit. I don't want it too far out to the side, otherwise things get a bit awkward to use when we're getting close to things, but we'll see. So let's get over there. Oh, wow, they are really super bright. Hello? What are you up to? You attacking anyone? I'm not sure. They don't seem to actually be fighting anyone. Well, no, they are fighting someone. It looks like they're fighting whom? Who are they actually shooting at? All the way over there. We are so fast, it's ridiculous. We've got this one. Sure, let's engage. Wow, that did a load of damage. Dear Lord, the damage we're outputting right now. Wow. Okay, I'm fairly impressed. Let's move in a little bit closer, shall we? And there we go. Well, yeah, okay. So this weapon that we've got, pretty bloody good. If I must say so myself. Pretty bloody good. That's got iron in it, hopefully. My second lasers are not engaging for some reason. Ah, there we go. Oh my lord. It's just demolishing it. That is so good. So good. Wow. Okay. I think I approve. Fairly certain that it meets with my approval. All things told, pretty happy with our salvaging laser and our new weapon. Okay, but that is going to be it for this episode. I've actually spent about 2.5 hours recording this episode. Of course, that's going to be cut down quite heavily, but I hope you enjoy the building time-lapse all the same, and I will see you in the next. Of course, do let me know what you think about the series so far in the comments down below, and remember to like if you liked, sub if you haven't, and I'll see you next time. Take care, everyone.